Hello, everybody, and welcome to the next episode of M and My's journey through the Dream Eaters campaign with the Waking side and the Parallel side. And we're on the Parallel side today, which is the side that has been doing a lot better.
Yeah, I think it's 19. It's 19 experience to 6.
Yeah,
Which
so
is
I was about to say the exact same thing. Like, it's a pretty big disparity between the two. Okay, so we are on scenario 3 of the Dreamer side, which is Dark Side of the Moon. Silence stirring. The silence of this place is deafening. There is no wind whistling through the air, no chirping of birds, no idle sound of any kind. This is a dead world. Though you know danger lurks around every corner, you hear no sign of the beasts or the corsairs who call this place home. You must remain even quieter in order to stay hidden. 5 doom advances.
beautiful art on that agenda.
Oh yeah, I think this was like Plumb the Void in some of the old cards, and I always like seeing the old spells come up from the other games. And then we got In the Belly of the Moonbeast. Virgil Grey is held captive somewhere in the vast, strange city of the Moonbeast. You must be quiet and cunning if you are to find him and escape unnoticed. Only investigators at the city of the Moonbeast may spend the requisite number of clues as a group to advance, and we need 6 clues. One thing as well is that Agnes was captured. So she is beginning on the Moonbeast galley, and she cannot enter or leave if they're by player card effects. And there should be 3 clues here. And if there are no clues remaining on this, you flip it over. And at the end of the round, if there are 3 or more Doom in play, we flip the Moonbeast galley over. And I'm just over here in the Moon Forest, which is I can test foot 5 to hide among the strange trees. If I succeed, reduce my alarm level by 1. And during your turn, except during another action, I can evade. If you fail, raise your alarm level by 1.
Got it. Okay. And there's 2 bonus clues on this on top of the.
Yes,
Normal
for each investigator spawns there's an additional 2 clues.
Got it. Okay. Cool.
Okay, and our for these big red numbers here, these are our alarm levels.
Yeah.
And I'm curious to see,
Make sure it's working. Yep. Cool.
because every time I've played this one, our fighter has never escaped.
Am I our fighter in this?
I
too?
think,
No,
yeah,
you're
I'm the clue getter for this one.
Okay. Fair enough.
This hand's kind of banging.
Well,
Cool.
this is definitely something I should keep. I don't think I need these anymore. And that's very cute, but probably fine. Let's see here. Can't enter or leave the Moonbeast Galley if I had player card effects. Cool. Yeah, I think I'll shuffle these 2 back in. Draw 2.
Sweet.
Oh, well, can't have a dark memory, so. Oh, I forgot to set the cards aside, so I might redraw them by accident. Nope, it's all fine. Cool.
Cool. All right.
Okay,
I'm good to go, so I'll quickly run my turn out.
go for it.
And I'm just thinking, so I think we're going to start with this.
Good
So
old
I'm
hot streak.
going to spend 3 to gain 10.
Very good.
And then we're going to spend 2 to play this well connected.
Love it.
I'm going to gamble, and I'm going to gamble 2 resources. So we're testing 3 to 2. I can go 5 to 2 with this.
Nice. Yeah, is it a base skill value of 3 or a base skill value of 2? Oh, difficulty equal to the amount of resource spent. Yeah, got it.
So I get a -1. If you fail, raise your alarm level by 1. That is very good to know for that one. So I'll gain
Okay,
4
fair enough.
resources back. And then for my last action, I'm going to play this red clock.
Okay. Sounds lovely. Oh, yeah. Getting the red clock right to start feels great.
It
That's
feels
such a good.
very nice. And I'm going to try to do all I can to ensure I don't just use it for gambling.
No, I mean, I love the fact that that card just gives you resources over time. That is like the
Yes.
one thing that
Yeah.
feels like really, really neat. Okay. Yeah, so I'll start with what's the actual doom value here, real quick? 5. Yeah, we should be fine. We'll throw the Arcane Initiate down
So
right
sick.
away. And go ahead and start searching for spells, because this is the time. That is a spell. I don't think I want to play it. So I'll take this one instead. Okay. Shuffle. All right. So that was first action. Second action, we will read the signs.
Oh, nice.
I will take a damage to shuffle that into my deck and also reduce the cost of it by 2.
Sweet.
I forgot to pay for Arcane Initiate, so we'll do that right now. And then we will, investigate 7 against 3.
Nice.
0 succeeds, and I go ahead and pick up 2 clues at my location. Which those are the easy clues.
Nice. So, I think for your damage, I don't think we had it marked correctly at the beginning. Because you had 1 trauma, and I think you should only have 1 damage marked on you, right?
Yes, I took a damage to,
Read the signs, yeah.
yeah, so I should be at 2. Is that right?
No, you should be at 1 and 1 now. Because you had 1 mental trauma, but no physical trauma.
Oh, got it. Okay, cool. Yeah, and then beyond that, I'm looking at 3 copies of the same card in my hand, and it just took me a second to realize that is in fact legal. Okay,
yeah, because of your ability, right?
Yeah, they're. I'm pretty well set up to fight monsters, I think. I'm
Sweet.
going to draw a card.
Cool.
Okay, cool.
All right, we'll go to the upkeep phase.
Sure.
That is a good card.
Oh, yeah, it's not bad one for me either.
All right, we're going to go to Doom. We have 2 in play, but 1 is on the agenda.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give this deck a little shuffle. And my evil card is Cats from Saturn. We're swarming 1. And then after the host of Cats from Saturn moves or is evaded, discard 1 of its swarm cards. Okay.
Yeah, so I need to get off of this boat so I can come help you, which is currently a little more difficult than it sounds.
Yeah. What is your evil card?
It is Lunar Patrol. Attached to your location, you can test 3 speed to lose the patrol. If you succeed, discard the Lunar Patrol. When the investigator leaves the attached location, raise that investigator's alarm level by 1. That might be a problem if the location dumps me. I don't remember if that gets removed from play or not. I guess we'll find out. But I might just end up having to take the alarm level on that.
Yeah.
I guess I could. Nah, I think we're okay.
Okay, why don't you go first? Because to see if you can get off of this boat.
Yeah, sure. We're gonna have to Arcane Initiate for it, so let's give that a shot. Top 3. That would help me get off the boat if I could actually play it. But unfortunately, I can't get off the boat via card effects, so... Nope. Just take another one of those. So I guess what I have to do here... I'd just try raw investigate. But it's like 2 against 3? I will draw a card. See what happens. Okay, that was action 1. Action 2, we're going to investigate 6
Nice.
3.
Curse tokens in?
Yeah. I think I should make that 7 against 3 just to be safe. Sorry, word of protection.
Oh, do you want to know what... Yeah, 4 should be our highest modifier. I don't think we have 5 in this one. I'll just give it a look, though, because it's been a while. Yeah, 4 is our lowest.
Yep, usually is on normal. So I think 7 against 3 is safe, and we'll just give it a big ol' shot. As the curse is already in, so... Boop.
Nice. It makes me curious why Forgotten Age, it has -5 for its lowest. Because you're right. 4 is what you expect.
Alright, there are no clues on this card when it was flipped. Read the following. Moving as stealthy as you can, you find a dinghy tied to the side of the ship, 2 oars left inside. This galley can move through space using oars, surely the lifeboat can too. Making sure to stay as quiet as possible, you hop inside the small boat and make your escape. Move each investigator here to the Moon Forest. Remove this card from the game, discarding all enemies here. So I think I do take the alarm level then.
I think so too, yeah.
Yep.
Well, on the plus side,
that just... play, but only after I move off of it.
Does this one leave? Remove this card? Yeah, discard it all. Okay.
That's a little unfortunate, but now I can go after your Cats from Saturn.
Cool.
And I committed these 2 cards. Okay. Okay, so Cats from Saturn have a value of 2. I'm going to...
If you wanted to wait a turn, I could probably evade it and kill the swarm for free with that evade. To save you some damage output.
Oh, it's absolutely fine. I'm gonna take a damage and Storm of Spirits.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, which is a little risky because of skulls, but beyond that, I think we're okay. Yeah, let's just name symbol because if something bad happens, then we should at least get something good out of it.
Yeah, I believe. I believe.
Okay, 8 against 4, and it's a
Nice.
-4. So succeed and kill both the cats from Saturn.
So sick.
I am extremely good at killing cats from Saturn, and that costs me 1. And then I'll shuffle the bad Storm of Spirits into this. Okay.
That's you?
Let's see. I investigated. I drew a card. Yes, I'm good.
Alrighty.
I drew a card, investigated, and then took my action. So, all good. You're up.
Okay, I'm going to get +4 for my first skill test. And we're going to put that against this. So we're going to go 7 to 3. I don't even need to use my well connected here. But I'm gonna, because I'm not going to be doing another test this turn. So we're going to go 7 to 3. Sorry, 9 to 3.
Excellent.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. My next action, we're going to do an intel report, and I'm going to just pay the money to draw 2.
Okay, love it.
And then I'm going to move. I always hate the Temple of the Moon Lizard. But we have to come up to the Dark Crater anyway, so this is probably... How many clues do we need? 6? And we have 5. Incredible.
Mm-hmm.
But we can only spend them in the City of the Moonbeast. Alright, yeah, I'll move into the Temple of the Moon Lizard. After you discover any number of clues from here, you must discard that. Take that much horror, discard that many cards from your hand. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, upkeep phase.
Yeah. I might get a little closer. I think that's... Okay. Yeah, upkeep, resource, and a card. Okay.
Okay. Alright, we are at 3 of 5. My evil card is... Corsair of Lang. Spawn at the nearest city or surface location. That is with me. After it attacks via its alert keyword, it gets -3 evade for the remainder of the phase.
Okay.
What do you got?
My evil card is Lunar Patrol again.
Dang.
Yeah, I'm gonna Ward of Protection that.
Sure, sounds good.
Take a horror and zap it. And I think I'll spend a resource on this rather than send the ward back. It is Ward of Protection, but yeah, I think.
Honestly, I think keeping our alarm level low for as long as we can is key.
Yeah, you know what? I'll take a damage and I'll shuffle that back in.
Sure, sounds good.
Okay.
Okay. Do you need me to evade him, or could you deal with this guy?
Yeah, let's see here. What is it? He's a Corsair of Lang. He's alert. Oh, that's a heck of an evade.
Luckily, I have the clock, so like I'm not really scared of anything anymore. I can always just get like 2 unexpected courages for my first test.
Fair enough. Yeah, I will go ahead and I'll go first just to see if I can fight him. I don't have the tools to do so at the moment.
Sure. Yeah.
So, Arcane Initiate. Pick one of these 3. I can't take these 2, so I have to take this one. Yeah, let's just go ahead and Word of Command and see if I can find a spell that's worth using on the Corsair.
Sure.
I think the answer is probably I'm not going to be able to get to him this turn.
Sure, yeah, I'll evade him.
Yeah. Yeah, most of my options to deal damage do not deal 4 damage, but I can at least grab this and we'll call that good.
Cool.
Okay, last action, I'll move to your location.
Alright, am I cool with taking this horror? Or discarding cards? I'm going to discard you. That's easy. Okay, we're going to take the thing as a money and then get another charge, so we get +4 to our first test, or the next test. So we have 8 to 5.
Okay.
That is pretty good, but I think we're gonna do the game. That's not the card I meant to play. This is the card I meant to play. We're gonna
Watch
go
this.
9 to 5, and I'm gonna put 3 on this, and we just don't want to see
Sure.
the -4.
Yep.
-2 is good.
Yep. You succeed by 1 or more, so.
So we'll get to go up to 15.
All right. Definitely getting that well connected going.
Oh yeah. It's crazy. I mean, like, just going from well connected 0 to 3 really just speeds it up. All right, we're going to. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit. What is the shroud here? It's 3. So this puts us up to 6. All right, we're gonna be. This is gonna be. We're gonna gain a resource, and then we're gonna investigate as our last action. And I'm gonna use this well connected to get 4. So we're gonna be at 7 to 3.
Okay.
Oh, 5 to 3. All right.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, what can you do? What can you do, right?
Yeah, at least it wasn't one of your gambles.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, I'm gonna gamble.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do 3 to 1 though. Nothing fancy.
Like
Just doubling my resources. -1.
-1.
We're good.
You're okay. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you're cool to take him, or do you want me to take him to?
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Cool. All right. Upkeep. This card is good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cute. Okay.
Okay. All right, we are at 4 of 5, 3 on the agenda. My evil card is an Ancient Evils. Uh-oh, it advances.
Yeah, I don't have the word of protection right now, so.
Yeah, that's fine. It happens.
Okay.
Okay, what do we got? A single screech pierces the silence and you instinctively duck for cover. You have seen these creatures before, horrid, eyeless monstrosities that fly alongside the Corsair's black galleys. Terrible things of bone and leathery, membranous skin. A flock circles and screeches overhead. Have you been spotted? It doesn't matter. You cannot stay here any longer. Shuffle the discard pile into the deck and then raise each of our alarm levels by 1.
Yeah, I guess I can't deny existence and alarm level rising. All right.
5 Doom again.
Sure.
All right, what's your evil card?
Mine is Moonbound Byaki. Spawns the nearest surface location, so it's on me. While moving or engaging, it ignores investigators with an alarm level of 2 or less. Which
Oh my god, that guy hits for more than anything I've like. He's crazy.
Yeah, pretty wild. If you can put 1 damage on the Corsair of Ling, it'll save me some time, but beyond that, I think you should just keep investigating. So.
Okay.
And, it's fine if you don't.
Sure. Did you want... How about you go first? Oh, sorry, the Doom is off this guy as well. The Arcane Initiate.
Yep. Yeah. Sorry, that did end up losing us a turn. I was pretty close to just letting it.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. I think we'll be fine for pace.
Okay.
Why don't you go first, because then I can adapt depending on what happens in your turn.
I think I would prefer it if you go first, since my abilities deal damage to investigators at my location. So if you'd like to just investigate and leave, I'll deal with it.
Okay, sure. All right, we are going to, once again...
During your turn, I'll get an Arcane Initiate look.
We'll just do the clock. So we're going to go 7 to 3 for our first one. Sweet. I'm going to discard this lucky cigarette case instead of taking a horror.
Okay.
And then we will go again, and I'm going to use this to get 4, so we're at 7 to 3.
Okay.
Sweet. I'll take a horror for this second one. I am going to gamble just 3 to 1 again.
Okay.
Double our money. And then I'll move up here.
Sounds good.
Highest alarm level among all investigators in the round. Each investigator at the City of Moonbeast tests foot 2. Each investigator who fails must raise their alarm level by 1.
Oh, yeah. That part's a little rough.
It's a little spooky.
You can advance if you want.
No, I think we both need to be there.
Only investigators at the city may spend their representative. Oh, yeah, because I have some of the clues from.
Yeah. All right, why don't you start storming some spirits or something like that?
Yeah, sounds pretty likely. Storm of Spirits level 3.
Oh, and now I was like, When you said you wanted me to go first because of the damage, I was like, I could take one. No, but the big one's pretty spicy.
Yeah, it's really funny. It's actually like I think it's one of the worst cards to upgrade in general, but it is a good card to have like 4 copies of in Dream Eaters.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is 5, 6, 7 against 2, so I don't think I need to add anything to this. And I think I will take a damage to reduce the cost of it, shuffle it back in,
Sounds good.
just so I only have to spend 1 on it. Okay. Yeah, so here we go. Good old test.
Nice.
0. That is the thing that kills the Moonbound Byakuya good and deals 3 to the Corsair Fling.
Good kill.
And I don't have a very boring fight option, so I think at this point we're just at fire a Spectral Razor as well.
Sounds good.
And for that, we will just go ahead and, yep, pop them.
Cool.
5, 6, 7 versus 2. Skull, and the skull is not bad here. It's my alarm level. So
Half
2.
your alarm level rounded up.
Okay, so that gets the Corsair with the additional bit of damage. Okay, Storm gets shuffled back in. I did paid for the Spectral Razor, so okay.
Nice.
I shouldn't have, but okay. And then, do you want me to come to that location right now? Or
I can understand if you don't want to not do the foot test. And then you could potentially go first next turn, move in, spend the clues, and then move out.
I think I like that. I'm going to go ahead and 5, 6, 7.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go 8 against and
8 to 5.
Yeah, 8 to 5.
I believe.
I'm a little sad about losing Ethereal Slip because it's kind of good here, but yeah, no, I'm gonna go 7 to 5. I'm kind of into
there's only
okay, 7 to 5. Here we go.
Nice.
There's no penalty for failure, and I succeed. Cool. I lower my alarm level to 2.
Awesome. Cool. All right. Upkeep phase.
Yep.
Always good.
Resource and a card.
All right. I think I don't want to fail this, but I also think that this is less valuable than... Actually, no, because I have the upgraded Well Connected. I can just ready it if I need to.
Good times.
So we're going to get +5 on this. So we are 9 to 2.
Excellent.
Let's go.
Wow. Do you get like resources for that, or
no? I get to choose a level 2 or less.
Better.
It's a very strong one. I'm going to bring an intel report back into my hand. I put it in your hand, I think.
That's pretty magical. Yes, you did.
Thank you. Sweet. Awesome. Okay. We are at 1 of 5. My evil card is Test Foot 4. If you fail, you must either discard the asset you control with the highest printed cost or raise your alarm level by 1. All right. I'm going to spend 2 to ready the Well Connected.
Like it.
And then I'm going to use that to gain 4. So we are at 8 to 4.
Love it.
Sweet. We're good.
Okay.
What's your evil card?
Yeah, I've got Cats from Saturn. Okay, not a problem. Okay. I'm not out of Storm of Spirits yet.
I will be able... I'll probably just intel report this location. So you don't even need to worry about getting up here this turn, depending on how it goes. But if you're going to just Storm of Spirits, move in, move out, that's cool too. But I'm just letting you know, I'm good on my own if things go wrong.
Okay. Man, I have to take a damage here to cast my Storm because I don't quite have enough resources. So here we go. 5 against 2. That should be better. Let's go 6 against 2. Naming evens. Dang. Symbols. Yeah, the Prescient is not that good of a card for me, but it is nice to get those back every now and then. Okay, the tablet is 1, so we're fine. But I do take...
You will take a damage from the Storm of Spirits.
So really just having a great time with that. Okay.
These guys are dead,
But
though. See ya.
yeah, goodbye. And these go, I think, on the bottom of my deck.
Yeah.
Cool. Uh, then I will Arcane Initiate, search the top 3. Hmm. Can you fail to find? You can fail to find an Arkham, but I should probably do this anyways. Yeah, I think it's the best time to do it at the moment. So, is it?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just gonna ignore it for now. I've got too much damage on me already.
I think you
Instead, I'm
actually. I
going
think you
to.
actually have to find it. If you can, I think you have to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, in that case, I will take a damage and cast it as well. It is Dark Memory, so we put a Doom on the agenda.
Sounds good.
And it costs me 2 resources as well, which is just super. Um, so yeah, the other action I will do is to gain a resource.
Cool.
Ow.
All right. We are going to. What's the order here for this? What do we do with the clock?
The clock.
I mean, we can investigate here pretty comfortably. We can go 5 to 2, and then we can use the clock to go again. I think we
Okay.
just try to do this the old-fashioned way and keep our intel report for something a little bit scarier.
Sounds good.
So we're going to investigate at 7 to 2.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Sure.
And then we'll go again with this. We'll use unexpected encourage to go 5 to 2.
Okay. Yeah.
Sweet.
Zeros are successful. Cool.
Alright.
So you can advance and then you can get out of
Yeah,
there.
let's do it. Sorry, I spent your clues. Did you have some?
Yeah, I
You
had
had
3
3.
from the City of the Moon Beasts.
Yeah.
Or no, the galley. That's
There
right.
you go. I forget that
Okay.
this spends everybody's. Okay. After hours of weaving around leprous stone towers and searching high and low, you finally spot a group of shackled captives being led single file from the docks and who knows where. Luckily, they are guarded by only 2 of the foul corsairs. You create a distraction loud enough to separate the pair, then sneak by in order to free the captives. Choose an investigator of the set-aside City of the Moonbeast to take control of the set-aside Virgil Gray story asset. Virgil.
I'm guessing it should be me. I think he might heal damage.
I have to take him because it's the City of the Moonbeast, but I'll give him to you
Oh,
as soon
fair
as
enough.
possible.
Yep. Got it.
And then check the campaign log. If Randolph was captured, he was not. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's heal horror anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Only investigators at the Temple of the Moon Lizard may spend the requisite number of clues to advance. Hey, do you want to do that?
Sure. Am I already there? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Sure. Yeah, let's advance the act again in the same turn. It's 2.
Well, the majority of this temple is dedicated. That's the thing, because I remember there's one thing that's always a bit awkward. It makes you go like back and forth. That was very lucky. While the majority of this temple is dedicated to an idol, the moon-dwelling creature refers to as the Moon Lizard. You also find several references to some kind of lake of primordial black ooze not far from beneath the surface that binds together the core of the moon. These texts imply that the whole of the moon's surface is connected by this core across multiple dimensions. Perhaps we can use this to cross over to the moon's other side, Randolph suggests. Or to the afterlife, Virgil adds. Yes, one or the other, Randolph replies nonchalantly. It is still our only option. Put the set-aside Caverns of the Moonbeast's dark side and the black core locations to play. Spawn the set-aside Moon Lizard at the black core exhausted, and then shuffle the discard pile into the deck.
Okay. We got our Moon Lizard.
And the black core, and then the Moon Lizard.
And only enter cave locations. Okay.
And this gets shuffled into there. And then clues cannot be discovered from the black core except as a result of a successful investigation. If each surviving investigator is at the black core and has no clues, we advance.
Okay.
Alright, I'll move here for my last action.
Got it. The Dark Crater. Test 5 books to hide within the crater. If you succeed, reduce your alarm level by 1.
At the end of your turn, if you're at the dark crater and have discovered one or more clues of its clues this turn, You test brain 3. Okay. I think
Okay.
realistically, we're doing pretty good for victory. I think we can forego this one and just try to do the objective. Are you with me on that?
It's fine either way. I'm happy to clear it if we want to, but yeah, I don't think it matters too much.
Okay. All right. So then this boy stands up.
Mm-hmm. I can honestly probably clear the Dark Crater in like a turn, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Let's do upkeep now. Zoop, zoop.
Good
Okay.
ol' Upkeep.
We're at 3 of 5. My evil card is this one. Test brain 5. For each point you fail by, take 1 horror to a maximum of 3. For the purposes of counting skill icons to this test, they count for their thing. Okay. Well, I am gonna commit this nimble to this test.
Okay.
So we are at 3 to 5, and I'm going to do this to add another 5. So we're at 8 to 5.
Okay. Kind of fun that you can just like move away from it on a will test.
Yeah. Okay. We're not going to... I mean, we're going to move here because that's where we can move. Okay.
Very good, very good. The bad dreams tried to get me, but I was too fast.
I was too fast. I'm too fast and too rich, even on the moon. All right, what do you got? What's your evil card?
Oh, we got
Oh my god, a
the
moon
Moon
beast.
Beast. Okay.
Raise our alarm levels by 1 after it enters play, which means I draw a card, gain a resource, or heal 1 horror from him. I'm going to draw a card, and then I'm going to give this to you.
Okay. Yeah, sure. So now I've got that friend.
Cool.
Um,
He also puts your alarm level up too.
Raise mine to 3, yeah. I'm not in a great place to fight him at the moment, but that's okay because he's like 3 against 1 to evade, so I can probably just give that a shot. Okay, I'll go first and see if I can just walk away from him for a bit.
Sure.
Does he have Hunter? He doesn't, but you do want to kill him eventually. All right, first things first, Arcane Initiate. Let's see if we can find some monster hunting tools. Okay, that is a monster hunting tool, but not what I want to cast right now. Yeah, we will go ahead and evade 3 against 1, I think.
Okay.
I feel like I should stay on this guy for a bit, but... Alright. Yeah, success.
Nice.
It's possible I should just stay here and try and kill this guy for the victory point.
Sure, go for it.
Okay. So... Second action, we're gonna gain a resource. Third action, we're gonna play our heirloom effect for you.
Nice. Soak!
Yeah, definitely need some of that.
Actually,
like,
never mind. It's not really soak.
Yeah, it's not quite the same amount of soak, but it still helps. So
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes. All right,
Is that you?
that's me.
Okay, well, we're going to try diving, like, right into the lion's den.
Love it.
We're going to get +4 for our first test. That's probably, like, what I'm using this guy for the majority of the game, for everyone at home who's wondering.
Good times, good times.
We're going to intel report this location. I got some hardcore intel on the moon.
Love it.
Then we're going to move in here for our second action.
Oh, that's such a good way to clear caverns beneath the moon. Like,
Oh, yeah. I really
Okay.
would love to see another frickin' Elder Sign to get it like back, because we have to like go out the same way. All right, X is the number of death tokens on it. After reveal, place 3 resources on it as death tokens plus an additional 3 players. So that is, I can do math. That's 9.
okay.
And then the shroud, I believe, is equal to the number of depth tokens. And test brain
Got it.
or fist 2 to swim through the dark lake at the moon's core. For each point you succeed by, remove 1 depth token from it. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, got a little bit going on.
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
going to attempt to evade this guy,
Sure.
and I have 8 to 3.
Love it.
Yeah, that works. We might as well gamble. Up 1. Sorry,
Okay.
up 2. 3 to 1. -2. Yeah, that's good. Okay, upkeep. Hello, sir.
Upkeep. All right.
Okay, we are at 4 of 5. My evil card is an Ancient Evils. We are at 5 of 5. Oh,
Yep. I
yep.
still don't have my water protection,
Sure,
so
sure. Okay. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the deck, and then raise each investigator's alarm level by 1.
okay. I will gain a resource off of Virgil this time, I think. Here you go.
Thanks. So this guy becomes a 4, but I mean, I do have the clock, which is really good.
Do we force our way into the temple?
We did not.
Okay. Army
Awesome.
of cats lands in front of you.
Yeah, no
You to
cats.
avoid space. Okay, cool.
What's your evil card?
Mine is
Ooh.
Moonbound Byaki. That's fine.
Okay.
I also got this movie on me.
Why don't you go first?
Yeah, sure. Seems good. All Arcane Initiate. Search for 3. Ooh, failed to find. All right. So put a damage on Heirloom of Hyperborea. They cast a Storm of Spirits for 1. That's gonna be 7 against 3 because I'm attacking the Moonbound Diaki, which is nice. Let's go ahead and make that 8 against 3.
Okay.
Still sad about losing this. Well, yeah, no, we'll do 7 against 3. I still want that slip. I think it's going to be good
Ouchie.
considering I'm way out there. Tablet is 2, right?
Yeah. Tablet's -1.
Oh, okay, -1, but I also take 2 damage. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, and that is a Storm of Spirits is a player card, correct? Yes.
It is. Yeah.
All right, so Heirloom of Hyperborea dies. So does the Moonbound
Oh,
Byaki.
and yeah. And did you pay for? Did you use your ability on it, so you could
I
shuffle
did.
back?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I shuffle the Storm of Spirits back. I'm also going to draw a card. I don't remember which happens first. After I play a spell card, draw a card. But I did kill this with the damage. So do I get to trigger the ability?
I actually don't know the answer to that.
I think the abilities resolve after I play the spell card. Yeah, I don't think I get the card here.
Sure. Sure. I'm sure someone on YouTube will let us know otherwise. They're usually good for that.
Yeah, in this case, it's got to be Grim Roll. But yeah, I will just go ahead and evade the Moon Beast 3 against 1. Wait, there's a slightly easier way to do this. I will just deny existence on that. Nope, encounter card or enemy attack. All right, yep. Everything's bad. Yes, 3 against 1, evade. Let's see how it goes.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
-2 succeeds. And boy, do I want to kill this thing so we can get our alarm level back down, but also, yeah, no, I'll draw a card and see if we can find a way out.
Alrighty.
All right.
We got the clock. We're gonna try to evade this guy at 8 to 4.
Sounds good.
Sweet.
Time keeps on ticking.
We're gonna do the fist test, and we're gonna get 5 on this. So we're gonna go 8 to 2.
Cool.
1 second. Is this just better? I'm gonna gamble at 3 to 1. -2, we're good, so we'll gain 2 money. Then I'm going to do this money talks and go 11 to 2.
Got it. For each point you succeed by. Wow, yeah, okay. Sounds great.
-2, so I remove 9 of them.
That's all of them, so.
That seems kind of cool. Okay. I am then going to... What do we have to do here? Clues cannot be discovered.
I'm trying to visualize what you did, and I just have no idea.
Yeah, I can't even. Skids is doing something really eldritch here for sure.
Just threw $1 million into the water and it soaked it all up.
Oh, you also need to be here for this to trigger. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that should be fun. All right.
Okay, well, I am going to
Sorry, I didn't realize I needed to be there.
play Leo.
Okay.
And then I'm going to just investigate at 3 to 0.
Sounds good.
I'm going to use well connected because this is my window to do so.
Love it.
Sweet. Awesome. Okay. Upkeep. An enemy's ready.
Resource and a card.
Mom?
Okay. That's something.
I mean, I can't be too stingy. We've been making some good money. We've been living up high on this this well connected. Okay. We are at 1 of 4. The game will not end, but it will become harder when this advances, as it warns us. All right, we got a brain test. For each point you fail by, take 1 horror to a maximum of 3. We are testing 2 to 5.
Lovely.
We can go 4 to 5 to maybe lower the damage. I mean, I might as well. We'll go 7 to 5.
Okay.
-2, we're good. We're golden.
Nicely done. Cool.
All right, what do you got?
Yeah. We've got Dreamer's Curse. Test
Hey,
5 will. For each point you fail by, take a damage. Oh, that's not a good thing to do, but I can definitely commit stuff to it. Let's see here. So for each point I fail by, I take a damage. It'd be very bad to fail at this point. But I'm at 5 will.
Here's your friend.
I have a number of cards that are good to commit to this, but they're also all soak.
Oh, yeah, I get you.
Let's commit read the signs to it. That gives me
Cool.
a total of 8 against 5. It's +2 from the will. So, yep, okay.
Nice.
0 succeeds,
Nice,
no
nice,
problems. All right. I'll start with Arcane Initiate and just see if I can find the thing, but it's okay if I go first.
Yeah, of course. Go for it.
All right.
Hello, Moon Lizard. How's it going, buddy?
Well, my other Spectral Razor continues to elude me, which is a little unfortunate. But here we are. I need to get moving. And also the Moon Beast is still on me. Let's evade 3, 2, 1. So
Nice.
tablets at -2 does succeed. Moon Beast is evaded. Really wish I could kill him at the moment, but we should be able to do that shortly. Second action, I'm going to play Occult Lexicon.
So sick. Yeah, that looks like that'll probably do it.
Yeah, well, the problem is I do have to spend resources to deal the damage, so I'm not sure that I
Oh,
can do
yeah,
it
not
this
this
time.
turn. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, but I get a copy of Bloodright, and then I put 2 into the deck. And let's... Now the question is, do we want to just draw 2 cards? I feel like I should save it, because I can then deterministically, yeah, deal... No, I still need another resource. So last action is to gain a resource, and then I can Blood Right, and that should kill it next turn.
Sweet.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry, that's taking me quite a while to get here.
Oh, no worries.
Okay.
All right. We are going to do the red clock trick. Everyone knows it. We have 8 to 4.
Okay.
We're good. Get out of here, you dumb moon lizard.
Very, very solid.
Then I'm going to investigate at 3 to 0. We've done it.
There you go. Get a clue.
And then I'm just going to no, I'll draw a card.
Okay.
And I'll draw a card.
Sounds good.
Okay, cool. All right, this guy
All right.
stands up.
Upkeep.
Upkeep.
Resource card.
Here's your moon lizard. Sorry, your moon beast. They're all the same.
Yep. Nothing lovely happening, but Doom
2
goes
of
to
4.
2.
Test Brain X, where X is my alarm level. If you fail, lose 1 action. If you fail by 3 or more, lose 2 actions. If you fail by 5 or more, lose 3 actions. Okay. We're going to use this well connected to go 6 to 4.
Got it.
That's fine. -2. We're golden.
Okay.
What's your evil card?
My evil card is Cats from Saturn.
Yeah.
Wow. That's actually kind of rough right now. My alarm level's 4. Okay. Moves is evaded. Because I wasn't having enough problems with enemies right now. All right, and 1 more. So yeah, 5 Cats from Saturns. Hello. Okay. Well, I guess I'll go first.
Sounds good.
Okay, first action, we're going to Blood Right. Draw 2 cards.
Yep.
This does not provoke attacks of opportunity, thank goodness. And discard up to 2 cards from my hand. It's going to be cards that don't have evade on them. So I guess Talisman of Protection and I think Emergency Cash, which I really don't love, but okay. So spend 2 resources and those 2 cards to deal 2 damage to the Moon Beast and put it in the victory display.
Get this punk out of here.
Okay.
Our alarm level's lower.
Yeah, that part at least is nice.
That is nice.
If you'd gotten the Cats from Saturn, I could have performed a fancy trick this turn, but instead we have to evade 3 against 2 or 4 against 2. I'm going to go with 4 against 2.
Yeah, good luck.
Just let the cats exhaust themselves if I can succeed here.
Nice.
-1 succeeds, so I get 1 of these cards back. It's supposed to go on the bottom. I shuffled it in by accident, but
yeah.
Okay. And then I will start moving.
Sounds good. Okay.
Kitties can stay.
We got the clock. We're going to invest. We're going to try to evade this guy at 8 to 3.
Love it.
Bye. All right. Well.
Doesn't it get another charge after your turn begins?
So I've been taking all the charges as resources, then placing 1 charge here. So I've basically been getting a resource at the start of my turn, then just doing the +4.
Okay, I see how that works.
Which is kind of like, I never expected that, but I think the +4 skill value is like it's just really good. It just makes it so that any test I can just pass.
Yeah, I mean it's incredible with Skids because that's like the one thing where he really, really is kind of bad is skill values.
So, all right. Well, we are going to emergency cash.
Sure.
Then I'm going to put that money right into my mom's hospital debts.
Love it.
And then for my last 2 actions, I'm going to gain 2 resources because I think resources right now are stronger for me than cards.
Makes sense.
All right. This guy stands up. This guy stands up. We go to upkeep.
Upkeep.
That doably
Hey.
a card. Alright, we're at 3 of 4. Let's not take an Ancient Evils this turn. Cats from Saturn. Well, it's paid off, your little trick.
Do I still have it? Did I discard it to evade Cats from Saturn? I did.
Oh, no.
I don't even think I have another one in my deck. I might have two. Nope.
Alright, what's your evil card?
My evil card is Deeper Slumber. Max hand size is reduced by 3 and is checked after each time I draw one or more cards, which is not amazing. The moment it's not a huge issue. I think we probably just leave that, yeah. Okay.
Why don't you come first? Because we can get
yeah.
Path out of here. So I'll spend 2 of my clues. Actually, here, you spend 1 of your clues and I'll spend 1 of mine.
Sure. Here's my 1 remaining clue.
Alright.
Back to this.
A bunch of cool text about the bubbling black ichor on the moon, but we get to put the caverns beneath the moon, light side and light side of the moon, and the white ship locations into play.
Okay, love it.
Caverns beneath the moon, light side of the moon, and then the white ship.
Okay.
Okay. And you have 1 action left.
Okay, well, I've got this big Victory 2 monster that I also really shouldn't be fighting right now because I think it's terrible. Alright, yeah, I'll just move. After you fail a skill test while investigating until the end of your turn. Oh, see, yep. Reversey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Well, we are going to do the clock trick, and we're going to evade this guy at 8 to 3.
Love it.
Sweet. Okay. We are going to evade this guy at 4 to 2. That is pretty fine.
Okay.
Sweet. I'll take 1 of you back. Thank you. Please don't be my weakness. We're going to move in here for action number 3, and then with our Leo DeLuca action, which technically happens first, we're going to well-connected here. So we have 8 to 6.
Okay.
Sweet. And then I'll gamble. Putting 1 in, we'll go 3 to 1. Yeah, money. And I'll put 3 money into my hospital debts, making sure those are no longer a problem.
Love it.
All right, these cats move here, which means you get another one of these cards.
Fun times.
These guys stand up. And our alarm, levels are going to
drawing Dark Memory.
Yeah. Then we go to Upkeep.
Okay. Resource and a card. Definitely want both of those things. Cool.
All right, this advances. Raise each investigator's level by 1. Alarm level by 1.
Okay.
Of him. I'm going to take the resource.
Okay. And
then we reset this. Oh, sorry. Then each investigator takes horror equal half to their alarm level, rounded up.
I'll put 2 on Virgil Gray.
I'll take 1 and put 1 on Leo.
Okay.
Then this goes back with 2 doom on it.
Does it ever kill us, or is it just the horror?
Just the horror.
Okay, it doesn't care about how high our alarm level is at all?
No.
Okay, in that case, I think I'm going to probably spend some time doing some magic.
Sure. I have to draw. Right. We have to draw our evil cards too.
Yep.
Test brain 5. This is damage. I'm okay with just like taking a bunch of damage here.
I have to discard a card. Or
oh my god, that's not even on pass. I just get to do it. I mean, I still take 2 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, what do we take here?
damage is, yeah, pretty doable for you at the moment.
Yeah. I think this might sound crazy, chat, but I think I'm taking the watch this.
All right.
All right, what's your evil card?
Just need to see what this does. Yep, cool. All right. So mine is Close Watch. Either discard the card asset you control the highest printed cost, or raise your level by 1 on a 4-speed test. Highest level asset is my Occult Lexicon. And I have to make a 4-speed test. I think I'll Ward of Protection this.
Sounds good.
Yeah, there's no way I can put it back in my deck at the moment, which is really unfortunate, but alright, such as it is.
Cool. All right. You should let me go first because I can probably get you out of here.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. We got the clock. So we're at 7 to 6.
Sounds good.
I'm going to go 10 to 6. Committing this on the lamb. Ooh! Spicy. All right. We will go with our well-connected.
Okay.
We have 3 plus 5, so we have 8 to 6.
Okay.
That's fine. Just took me a second. It just made me think about it. Sorry.
Yeah, it was 8 to 4 this time too, because.
Oh yeah, 8 to 4. Yeah, good call. Good call. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to then move in here for my second action. Oh, my third action. My second action. Yeah. Test book or foot for 1. Attempt to hide. For every 3 resources you succeed by, reduce your alarm level by 1. Limit 1 success per round.
That seems very good. Oh, you can just kind of stay here forever then, can't you?
Yeah. So, I'm going to do this, if that's cool.
Yeah, seems fine by me.
It says not group limit, so this is investigator limit, right? We can each do this once per round?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Alright, we're spending... Okay, 1 second.
I'm not amazing at either of these, so I don't think I can reduce my alarm value that much, but we'll see.
So we're going to gamble. We're gambling 3 to 3.
Okay.
This right now is a make it or break it moment, I think, and we're going to try to freaking break it wide open.
Got it.
We're going to go 4 to 3. We're going to go 6 to 3.
Okay.
Nice. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from our ability. We get 6 from the watch this.
Wow.
I'm then going to use 2 of these to ready this well-connected, and then we're going to do this test with our foot.
Okay.
So we add 6 to this, so we're at 10 to 1.
Good. I like it. Get a 0. Oh,
let's go! So I have 11 to
1.
1, so I succeed by 10, so I remove this by 3.
Yep.
And then we're going to return this intel report to our hand because I can buy those clues off this location.
Fair enough.
All right, that's me.
All right. I will move over here, I think, since staying there seems risky at the least.
So for reference, the white ship, we cannot... The mysterious ship captain will not let us board until the pursuing moonbeasts have retreated. We cannot enter the white ship while our alarm level is 5 or higher.
Okay, well, my alarm level is 4, so we're fine. But obviously getting it down is not very easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anything else can raise my alarm level. Maybe I should just get on the white ship to be safe.
Yeah, because then you can also see what we got going on.
Yeah, but if we want to kill the moon lizard... Oh, all right. Okay, after the white ship is revealed, put set aside the captain's story asset into play at the white ship.
Huzzah! If each undefeated investigates on the white ship, test brain or book X to convince the captain to set sail. X is the highest alarm level among the investigators. If you succeed, advance the act. Okay.
Okay. Well... Yeah, last action, play a hallowed mirror. Oh, and I get one of those right away.
Oh, Hallowed Mirror is huge right now for you.
Yep. No, it's very important. I've been trying to play it for a while. So, okay. All right.
Okay.
Stuff's happening.
This guy moves here. This guy
Mhm.
moves here. This one is one of my cards.
Okay. Oh, and
And
then
then that
this
guy
guy
moves
moves
there, and
here.
then you take, yeah, one of those with you. Okay. Upkeep. Perfect timing
Resource
on
to
that
card.
lockpicks.
Oh, the 13th vision. Failing skill test ties
Oh,
now.
okay. We have
Just
three of.
steaming
We're
over
at 3 of
here.
4 Doom. I drew this Brain X test. We're just gonna well
Okay.
connected this. We have 2 plus 6, so we have 8 to 1. Oh,
Yep.
easy.
All
What do you
right.
got?
What have I got?
Hey, same thing.
Yeah. Brain, where brain is my alarm level. It's 4. I'm 5 against 4. I'm pretty cozy with that, I think. Yeah. I'll probably just go 5 against 4.
-1, easy.
Is it a -2 because it's half my alarm level?
Oh no
Yep.
no, the
Minus.
tablet's just -1 if you fail. Raise your alarm.
Fair enough. Okay. Cool. So no actions lost.
Um,
Uh. Yeah.
did you want me to go first and just try to end it?
Sure. I mean, I could definitely do some soothing melodies if it would be fun, but
You know what? If you want to do it, go for it.
all right, soothing melody. I'm gonna heal 3 damage, and I'm actually gonna remember that it's 3 this time. I think I've forgotten that every single time I've played these upgraded cards.
Yeah, the upgraded ones, yeah.
Yeah, search top 3 for. Didn't get a soothing melody. And I don't have enough good things to kill the moon lizard, although I'm quite good at killing cats from Saturn. Yeah, leaving a lot of victory points on the table here, but I think we can go if we want to.
Yeah, I think
Um,
we only lost 3, which is not terrible.
I'll draw a card, and then I'll take a damage to soothing melody.
Oh yeah, it makes sense now why you also kept the sorcerer, the initiate. Sorry, the Arcane Initiate. It makes sense why you kept them.
Yeah, no, they're absurd in Agnes. Really, really good stuff.
Yeah, and
All
especially
right.
like also because then you can go and you can just find them, right? Especially if you shuffle them back in after.
Yeah, I am no longer critically wounded and will never play Dark Memory again. So
Yeah.
it's kind of nice.
Okay. Well, we're gonna do the trick on the thing. We are going to spend four money to play this intel report to grab 2 of these,
Love it.
and then we'll move into this location for our second action, and then for our third action, we will talk to this guy. We'll do the book.
Okay.
So we're doing this as a 4 test. We are at 7. I'm going to spend 2 to ready this, and then add an additional 5. So we're at 12 to 4.
13 to 4.
13 to 4. He's convinced.
All right.
Advance the act.
Magical.
Resolution 1. Okay.
Yeah. I think it's your read.
Yeah. With your party safely aboard the White Ship, you beseech its captain to leave the moon at once. You have no desire to stay in this perilous place any longer than you have to. Not yet, the captain replies with an amiable smile. You plead with him, but he raises a hand in a gesture of silence, peering out into the distance. You swing against the light from the sun, which hangs static in the dark sky. There, miles away, you spot the thing that drew the captain's eye. A bird with many wings and even more colors, its feathers bright and vivid. It perches on a runestone structure and preens itself. Then, just as your patience is beginning to wear thin, it launches itself into space and the captain pulls up the ship's anchor.
All right.
Resolution 1. We traveled to the cold wastes and Randolph survived the voyage.
Very, very good stuff.
We get Victory X, which is a big chunk. We have 2. This one's worth 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I believe.
Yeah. Left 3 points on the table, but still feeling pretty good about that.
Yeah.
In fact, we earned as much experience as the
Yeah,
other parallels.
the other group has. We get 3 tally marks for
Uh-huh.
evidence of Kadath, so we are up to 6.
Okay.
And then we play the other one. We play the next one, which should, by the time that you're watching this video, YouTube, be on M's channel. So you can watch that there, which you'll find a
Yeah.
link in the description of this video.
All right. Sounds great. Well, see you there, and see you for the next one here.
Yeah, and before I go, you can't see my face, I'm not here right now, but a quick thank you to our patrons for supporting the channel. You guys rock. It's going to be crazy, the difference between the Patreon page of the last video and this one, because it's been like 2 months since we've recorded this campaign. But thank you guys for our patrons for supporting the channel. You guys rock. Have a good one, and as always, GG's.
GG's.